This is Born Thatch World 98 Spartan Brotherhood. This tutorial is just about some features offered by EA and Lord of Ultima. Now I'm going to go down to Options and show you some stuff. You might notice that there's no fog up here in this particular account, whereas over here there is. That's an option within Options, obviously. Audio Video. Go back here. Audio on, so I can turn on or off the little bird chirping and all the different effect sounds. I have them off, it's rather distracting. Animations, that is when the city is built, when a building is in the process of being built, the little crane that moves or the flags that are flapping in the wind, you can turn that on and off. And here's the fog, city and region, you can turn that on or off. Region view settings, this is where you can change different stuff. There's an information bar on the cities all around here. On my own cities, it shows the city name. On other players, it shows the alliance, and if they aren't in an alliance, it shows the player name. That's a setting right here. Under show information bar on cities, city name on sort of player name on those. Settings. You can change the way the date shows up to make it easier for you to understand, depending on what you would prefer. You can also change the time setting. This is very important. You need to make sure that the time setting is on server time, otherwise nothing is coordinated. It will always be kind of weird. Like if you're in India and the server time is for Europe and you set an attack to go out at 10 o'clock, it's not going to land at 10 o'clock in Europe, which is what everyone else is hitting. So make sure you're set to server time. Spend funds notification. If you don't want to spend a whole lot of funds, do this to make sure you're not spending when you don't want to. Give yourself a double check. You can change what shows up in chat at various times. You can change the timestamp color, which are these little numbers right here, which show what time chat was played, what time the message was sent. The default is kind of a gray, so I can change that at will. You can set remember last chat channel, but there are various things that do that for you, so you don't really need to. I'll get to those in a different tutorial. Now, also, if you are a woman or consider yourself one, you can change the gender of your title. So, up here, Emperor, right here, title Emperor. However, there is a female version of that, which you can toggle in options, right there, male or female. Report sharing, this you can turn on or off if you want to keep your privacy, but if you are trying to benefit the Alliance and coordination, I generally keep them all checked so that everyone can see it in my alliance. Now, event pop-up settings, if you don't want to be distracted by stuff that's going on around you that may or may not have anything to do with you, you can just get rid of it. I did for this tutorial because I don't want to be distracted. Show warning message on game. That's very nice, actually. Let's say I click up here and I didn't actually want to leave, so I get a warning. I don't have to leave. Stay on page. Now, if I unclick that and then I click up here, I'm just going to leave. There's no warning. So, apply changes. Holiday substitution. If you can't be online, it's good to send a holiday sub request. You click right there if you can't remember how to spell the person's name, and you'll get a list of friends and alliance members that you can send it to. See, this is my alliance, and I can send it to any one of these members by just clicking right here, and then I click send request. So that person can look after my account, make sure my troops aren't starving, make sure all the stuff is going on. If you get a request, it will show up down here. You can click accept or decline. If you click accept, it moves up to here, and now I can log in for him, or I can end the substitution. If you have someone subbing for you, you can log in still, but it ends the substitution. So you always have access, but not two people at the same time to the same account. Not allowed. EA doesn't like multi-accounting. Anyway, well, that would be kind of weird, multi-accounting. City groups. All cities. This list, do you see how long this is? And this is I'm actually a weak player on this server, but I still have all these cities, and it's very hard to keep track of them all if I just use this. So EA has create city group. So now I have these city groups. If you want to create one, you just click Create City Group. You type in whatever you want. Then you click Create City Group again. and now it's at the bottom of the list, right here. And you click Apply Changes to create it. Now, if you want, now to put a city in a city group, you go over here, you click this little thing right here, and then this comes up, City Notes. Click City Groups, and this comes up with a list of all the city groups, so you can, click whatever city group you want to add it into. And then you click Apply Changes right here. Now, furthermore, you'll notice my cities have stuff in brackets. That isn't the name, that's the reference, so that if the names are similar, that's okay. Like if I have 15 cities with the same name, it doesn't matter, I can still tell what they are by the description, by this reference right here, which you type in. So I do this, I get rid of the TS, and it changes right here. So, now, under this, you also have, under this little thing right here, you also have City Planner. It's one that's provided by EA. It's decent. It will help if you don't have access to anything else. So go ahead and use it. But there are user scripts which do it better. Now, there are 4 ministers up here. Each one provides its own benefit, and the benefits are not. They're very important. Enable building minister order building upgrades for this city. This means I can log out, come back 10 hours later, and the city has upgraded stuff without my doing anything. It just upgrades automatically. Now, you can select what you wanted to upgrade, from cottages, warehouses, economy buildings, barracks, military production buildings, or other buildings which it lists. So, that's important. Also, if you assign a building to the upgrade, and then you click build, normally the one that you already have the res for gets built, which means you're not actually saving res. But if you don't want that to happen, you click this button. Then you can click assign building to minister, and then that building will stay at the top until you have the res to build it. The defense minister can do the exact same thing, except for city wall and towers instead of the normal buildings. Also, if you have a military city, go into defense minister and enable defense minister to order recruitments for the city's target army, which means he can recruit automatically also. Then you go down and select the troop you want automatically recruited. For this one, knights. Apply changes. You always have to make sure you apply changes if that option is there, or nothing gets changed. The War Minister can come in handy, but you're not going to be playing with that all the time, like you will the others. But anyway, options. I have it set up so that if I don't have 85% of the original raid sent, then it cancels the order, so that I don't lose too much TS and the raid doesn't go red. Now, trade. I have it such that I have 200,000 target in this city. There are a lot of things you can play with here. I have it set to request from one of my hubs, hub 2. Now, if I wanted it to request wood from the hub and then stone from a different hub, I unclick this box and then select a different city for this, right down here, which gives your full list of what can send to that city. If you have a city that is requesting resources from a hub, let me get to a hub real quick. Now, right here, I have a lot of cities requesting resources from this hub. Now, this hub doesn't need resources for anything, usually. And if I need resources in this hub for something, then I'm facing problems. But the way I've set it up is I have a target amount, which beyond under that, this extra stuff doesn't happen. But if I have excess, I want it to go somewhere, so I set that up. However, this box, protect target resource amount from requests from other cities, is unchecked. So that even though I might have this set to 10 million and it has 10 million, I can, if a request comes in for 1 million resource from another city, this will drop to 9 million, even though that's the target amount, because I have this box unchecked. Remember how I said that request missing from, and then you can select different options? Same thing goes for deliver surplus to. It will purify all of its excess wood and deliver excess stone wherever you want it to go. So that's a good option. Other than that, I can't think of a whole lot. I'm going to actually reports. This is kind of important. That's annoying. Anyway, down here, these little boxes. Some people don't really mess with them, but I have one unread report. Now, click that. I suddenly now have 5,157 unread reports. Why? Because I don't want to see every single raid. Because my raids happen automatically. I set a raid, I set it to when the dungeon is finished, and suddenly the raid is complete. I don't have to click raid all the time. And I can set to not see this, not see outgoing, I can not see plunder. These are the options, and you can do it however you want to keep your reports straight, so you only see what you need to worry about. And yeah, that is actually it. So there are other things down here, social, and of course the companion page for mobile stuff. But the real features I think I've highlighted now. Oh, also, if you want to open a new tab, you can click right here, and it will open it to Lord of Ultima homepage. Boom. So, I think that's it. Thank you.